projects because you tell a lot about artists by the way the artist is by your project. Like.
And that's what me and Fat Joe talked about that on the phone one day, and me and Joe was talking. He was like, "S, you know why? You know why people fuck with you? Because you don't have a problem of taking a person's record." Timbo, what's up, Timbo? Timberland, another one. My guy, he came and got me to do his album with him and Magoo because he saw a different part of like what type of DJ I am. So I take a record and be like, let me play that record. If I like it, I'm gonna play it with the crowd so that I get the people to know what it is. I break and so
and Timberland is another one that his shit is always gonna sound good. It's
that's
like
a fact.
I gotta bring
in any era though. In any
still knocking, it still sounds
100%,
good.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
It's just about making timeless shit. It's about making timeless shit, but from an artist perspective, even like I don't care who you are. If you're an artist right now, of course there's those times where you feel like, damn, maybe I should try that shit out. Because you're looking at everyone else's shit. Because we're all on social media and you're seeing this person get this result and this award and and they're making that kind of music, and you're like, damn, maybe I should fuck around with that. But it's like, nah, that's not even you. Be the fuck you. You feel me? Like Guru said in the fucking Fade to Black documentaries. Be the fuck you. That's all it comes down to.
That's real.
Yeah, man, Guru. Yeah, man, I love Guru. Guru.
Guru's the dope,
that's
man.
real though, because how long, like as time change and things change, how are you gonna change? You're gonna look like a chicken with your head cut off when times change and sounds change and you don't know where to go. Like,
yeah,
there's not a lot of people out here that's doing their own thing, bro. Like I said, a lot of people are just feeding off of what's popular, and that's one thing I can pride myself in and say that I did come in this bitch with something they won't hear. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people took and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that shit's still going on.
That's what being a creative is about, though. You feel me? Like that's the real definition of it, is creating something. So it's like, and I feel like, you know, especially as an artist, the only role you should be playing is yourself. But I think a lot of people try and play the role of other people. Like they try and be a different artist. But it's like, dog, that shit is going to internally fuck you up, because you can't wake up every morning for 20 years and put on a costume and a mask of some other artist and pretend to be that. It's going to drive you crazy. At some point, you're going to get exposed, whether it's in an interview or like, it's going to be like, oh, nah, that's who you really are.
I can't listen to you. Fuck around. Kill your ops.
You fuck around and you fuck around.
You can't make an album when you kill your ops throughout the whole album. I don't want to hear that.
Exactly. Nah, it's like, you got to just be yourself. Play yourself. That's play the role of yourself. That's the only sustainable, business model.
And there's one thing that I even learned just by listening, when I listened to Big, and I used to talk to Big. The storytelling part of Big always came to a different love. You know what I'm saying? Like when Slick Rick was doing Slick Rick, he was doing Ricky D, and he was doing Slick Rick. Yeah. The storytelling brought people a different vision of Slick Rick. That's why he stood out further than any other rapper at the time. That storytelling shit. And when Big did it, it made Big he was Snoop.
Yeah.
Murder was the case with a story.
But it's a real one. That's what makes it like mostly organic. And when the fans recognize that they got a different love for the artists that they, you know what I mean, who they consuming at that point.
But that's what the balance needs. That's what I'm saying to the youngins. Y'all don't have to. If y'all want to do your killing niggas shit, killing. I'm really tired of killing stuff because it's degrading. It's degrading the culture. It's making the culture. We're losing too many people. We're losing too many people to jail and senseless shootings for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, after a while comes the time, like, come on. If you're gonna tell a story, tell a story.
Right.
Whether if it's, come on, we know Denzel ain't Training Day. We know that Arnold Schwarzenegger ain't Terminator. Schwarzenegger, we know that. We know Neo. Yeah. We know what's the name ain't the Matrix. We know that.
Well, and I think it's like, I think a lot of people are telling their story and they're explaining the environment around them, but at the end of the day, it's like, I just think that it comes down to like the production and just the approach musically and sonically.
The marriage. The
Yeah,
marriage
and I
between the
just feel like
artist.
people can do whatever they're artists, so you can do whatever you want to do. I just
Did it?
encourage artists to like take a second to think about how this shit is going to age, how your music is going to age, because a
Yeah.
lot of that shit just doesn't sound good in even 6 months, let alone 6 years. So it's like, if you really want to get a bag out of this shit, you need to be around for a long time.
You know what's so crazy? Versus showed that certain records didn't age well. Like when we heard certain records in the midst of the verses and they played certain shit, like, damn, bro, I remember this.
And vice versa. You saw how a lot of people from back then had shit that was knocking still, like
Facts.
shit that sounded great. And
Yeah.
it's like, great music is great music. And I just think if your goal is to get a bag out of this shit, you need to be around for a long time. If you want to be around for a long time, you got to make timeless music. Because
You gotta make
there's
good
there's
music.
no way around that.
And really, conceptual music always wins.
If it sounds good.
Yeah, if it sounds good, because that's what it still all boils down to that too. Like it gotta sound good no matter what you put.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. The marriage got to be good. Bink always said that to me. He's like, I don't care, no matter who's on. If that shit don't sound good, that shit ain't sounding good.
Yeah, that's what it's really about. You could be telling us, you could be enlightening us on a lot of things. But if it don't sound good,
see, and that's the other problem that a lot of artists have. They be thinking that it's like the dude who swears they're like nicer than Kevin Durant
Mexican.
because they play well in the fucking rec league. It's like it's like, dog, it's a different level. Just because you like think you're saying some shit, if that shit doesn't sound good, it doesn't sound good.
Exactly.
And so, a lot of people are like, nah, like but I got this to say. It's like, okay, cool, but I feel like with music, it's the balance of figuring out what to say and how to say it. You know what I'm saying? And when you nail that, that's when your shit can go. But I mean, it's just about timeless shit, bro. That's really all it comes down to. I'm always say that there's no way around this shit. If you want to get a long-term bag, you got to stick around for the long term.
Feed their kid like an artist trying to like the parents trying to feed it. You know when they trying to feed their kid like something that the kid know they don't want, they don't like it, but you try to like do some little shit like this to make them eat it anyway. That is how rappers got to treat it to where they fans is like if you have something to offer to them and you know that me just shoving it down their throats is gonna make them not want it. So I gotta put it in a way that make them that I like it and I'm learning some shit and I'm you know what I'm saying.
See, it's just, but that just is being authentic.
Yeah.
You don't have to try to get people to fuck with you. I feel like when it's just authentic. When it's authentic and you're saying some real shit and it's over some timeless music,
yeah,
you're consistent with the releasing of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit is gonna work at some point. And a lot of artists, you can't ever tell artists that they're the problem because we have crazy egos. But a lot of artists, it's like, y'all are the problem. Your music isn't good enough. That's why you haven't blown up yet. Or you're not saying shit. That's why you haven't it's a lot of things. But as far as the ones with the platform, man, I just hope artists really are prepared for like, all right, what happens in 5 years when you're not hot anymore and your music isn't hot anymore and people, because you didn't make timeless shit. And how many artists have come and gone where people could have sworn like, nah, this is the next artist to run shit for 10 years. And they're out of here.
Some of the niggas that didn't like you.
All of them. Every rapper that has something to say about me is over.
Some of the niggas that ain't like Russ ain't around right now.
Yeah, like come on, bro. And not even any of the one, like we're not talking about ones who passed away.
No. We're talking about ones that's living well and alive and well.
Yeah.
Because no one is bumping this shit no more.
Yeah, and it's like it's because that shit didn't ever sound timeless. It was never that far. And it's like you can't have non-timeless music and your substance and your content isn't even talking about shit and you stick around for mad long. You might be able to catch some little goofy ass fucking hit for the summertime just because it's like of the times and it's shocking imagery and whatever the fuck. But you're not saying shit and it's not timeless. You are about to get the fuck out of here, dog. Like,
that's a fact.
I'm telling you.
As soon as you pop, it's like a time limit on you anyway at that point for those type of rappers. Like, they don't see it though. They don't see it like, you know what I'm saying? But it's already, the clock is ticking already because you more so a trend than you are an artist.
Yeah.
Like,
shit is crazy.
So now the time is ticking like. So a nigga be like, yo, we don't listen to that nigga no more. We don't listen to that nigga no more. He's not. Like,
yeah, because it's like that shit was so of the times. That shit is not it at all.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
So look, man, my time is they
yeah, I gotta get out of here, bro.
Yo, Russ, man,
I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you, man. Whatever, one day I can get you and my son to do a record together, man. I would really appreciate it, man.
Word, it's all love, man. I appreciate y'all. What's happening soon?
Absolutely.
All
right. Thank everybody that was here. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna do it again, man. We're gonna do this. Does hip hop need more balance? We're gonna do a part 2. Probably next Monday. Next Monday.
You sure?
Next Monday, yeah, next Monday. I'm doing every Monday.
Whoever's in this screen, record this and don't let this nigga lie to y'all. So
Nah, Monday we're gonna do it. That's my son SNS. I'm DjSns. Go look at that dripping video on YouTube right now. Just put artist SNS and we out.